No. Do we have the channel here?
RFD-TV.
No, we don't.
How do you know?
Because we have nothing here. We don't even have ESPN here.
Okay.
So why do I got to start recording every time you want to record?
Oh,
God, what are you doing?
Let me tell you. That stinks like...
Are we talking to the Red Bull?
Mini Mart food.
That's because it is.
It is Mini Mart food.
That's a taquito right there.
This kid over here is having a taquito for breakfast.
Crispy.
Oh, well,
What the
excuse
hell?
me.
What's the
I'm
difference?
not as well versed in
It's
Mini
deep
Mart
fried
food.
instead of what?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Anyways.
Eat it? Okay.
Anyway, welcome back to You Get What You Pay For, episode 2.
And we're late.
Yes, very late, like a day and a half late.
Sorry.
Because some people don't show up to work.
I have obligation. You didn't show up to work?
She was here. It was just
I
you.
had obligations.
We were just waiting on you.
I had obligations.
Just like today, waiting on you. We're like an hour and a half late.
Listen, I had obligations. My dog was sick, had salmon poisoning, is still sick. Couldn't get him into the veterinarians because the veterinarians around here don't make... 20 years ago, 15 years ago, even 10 years ago, if I needed to get my dog in, my animal, dog, cat, whatever it was, I could call...
Keep talking to the people. I need caffeine for this.
I could call my regular veterinarian that I've had for 25 years, and I could get an appointment in to see the vet because my dog is having an emergency, and I'm a really good client. So, nope, they couldn't see my dog. My dog has salmon poisoning. My husband and I have been dealing with salmon poisoning for a long time because with all of our dogs, they usually get it once because we live on a farm that has a creek running through it. And because there's a creek running through the farm, the dogs go down there when the salmon spawn, and they get pieces of salmon and they eat it. And then they get this little parasite, I can't remember what you call it.
Salmonella.
No, not salmonella, it's something
Botulism.
else. No. And they get this little parasite.
Tapeworm.
No.
Roundworm.
Ringworm.
Oh, there we go.
And this little parasite causes an infection inside the animal, and the infection is what eventually kills the dog. And it is very rapid. I mean, your dog can die within 5 days of getting salmon poisoning. Okay.
I will get fire department coffee to sponsor us one day.
So then I called a different vet to see if they could get us in, and they said they weren't taking any more clients, so I had no choice but to take him to the emergency veterinarian at Tannisbourne Veterinary Clinic, Emergency Veterinary Clinic sponsorship, and they did a fantastic job, and they got me in, and they were very kind, and so now he's on the mend. He's at home slobbering all over my house right now with his medication. He's taking his medication, and all is well. And then this morning, as Will pointed out, I was late because I told Will and Chief Joe that I was going to be late this morning because I had a telehealth appointment. Do either of them remember me telling them that? No. As a matter of fact, I think they were probably both completely zoned out that morning when I told them. They were like,
We were busy watching football. Duh.
Yeah. And so I don't think they heard anything that I said. And so here I get a text from Joe. Everything going okay? Need an extra day? Is there anything I can do for you? Which is really nice. Thanks, Joe. But I told you guys why I wasn't going to be here. And
to be fair,
neither of you remember.
To be fair, hang on. To be fair, when Joe was leaving this morning, I did ask, didn't Marianne say that she wasn't going to be in on time today? And he said, no, I don't remember that.
Well,
but I just texted her to see what's going on.
Yeah, he sure did. And I did tell you both, because when do I not tell you guys when I'm not going to come in? I
When-
always tell you guys if I'm not going to come in. No, oh yes, I do.
I'm trying to think. Hang on.
There's never been a time
feel
that
like
I
there
did
was a
not,
day.
No, there's never a time that I did not text you guys and say, "Hey, I'm going to be late for this reason." I don't do that. I don't do that.
There's got to be a time.
No, there never was. You'll never find it. Now, there was a day that you didn't text me, but you texted everybody else apparently, and you weren't in on time. And I was like, has the world ended? Has Will been in an accident that I don't know about? Because Will shows up like clockwork, and he always gets here before I do. I get here at 8.
Everyone.
I get here at 8:30.
I get here before
5.
everybody.
Sometimes.
Unless
40 sometimes. He gets here.
The only time-
he's always here.
the only time I don't get in before somebody is when we run a midnight call and Joe decides to stay here.
Oh yeah, Joe does do that. Sometimes he just never goes home. So yeah, but no, you're he's the steady Eddie. I was the steady Eddie.
And
until
then
you came
I
up.
showed up.
Yeah, and then now you're
And
the steady Eddie.
Proved you wrong.
No, there's no wrong. It's just you get here before I do.
Yes.
And I show up. It's just this week's been a little messed up.
And it's only Tuesday.
And it's only
You should have been here yesterday.
why?
Oh, such a fun day.
So glad I missed it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What happened?
So
I've heard nothing.
yeah. Well, there's a certain company that works up on the hill here that was going to come get water from us.
Okay.
Do you remember that conversation last week? Maybe it was Saturday even.
I don't know.
Why we were here on Saturday? Who knows?
I don't know. We were watching football.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Anyway, so a certain company that
Yes.
works up on the hill decided that they were going to come get water from us because they have to clean out a whole pipeline. A whole delivery going to take 80,000 gallons of water.
Okay.
Well, they told us that they would call us and let us know when they were
coming.
going to come get water because we've got that FUBAR with the pump pipe.
System.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that Joe and I could go down there and fix it before they came and got water. Well, they showed up at 9 o'clock yesterday morning. Wanting water. Pumps don't work. Okay, I guess we'll go turn the pump system on and hope for the best because there's a 1/8-inch hole in the pipe that it looks like there was a fitting in and it might have froze or something, blew the fitting out, and it's just spraying water out into the pond. So Joe goes down there to turn the pump system on, and well, the pipe that we need to fix is now a foot underwater because well, it's raining and the pond filled up. So that's fun. What else? What else?
So
happened?
hold on. Did they get any water?
Oh yeah, we turned the pump system on, didn't plug the hole. There's just water running out of the pipe.
Okay.
They're not getting the pressure that they need, but whatever.
Okay. Hold on. Hold. I'm out. I just feel like you didn't eat enough.
Is it gone?
One little taquito. Usually you're a bagel
Bagel a
girl.
day.
I mean, I could see you eating a bagel with some creamy cheesy, but that little baby taquito that you just ate, mark my words, in 2 hours she's gonna be ravenous.
She's not getting paid what she used to. So she's got to go to the mini mart to get her Red Bull and her Crispitos because the $8 a day is just too much right now.
Well, that's a good life lesson. That's a good life lesson.
She's toning it down.
That's not what happened. Okay, well, gosh. Okay, so anyway.
I forgot. I need a drink with my left hand.
Because he's trying to get a sponsorship. What about me?
Just water.
Our water machine is supposed to, we have like a 5-gallon thing that's supposed to pump water out of this good water that we're supposed to get into my cup, is not working. So I have to use this just water stuff.
Well, it's probably better than the whatever springs water that we get from wherever.
It's just water.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just water. It's just,
No hidden chemicals.
It's just water.
I'm not starting this again.
Anyway.
Oh, we will get sponsors, Mooch. We
Okay.
will become Mooches.
So,
Must teach us your ways.
why was I not here this morning? Wow.
We're going to talk about that too?
I said I'm an open book.
Oh, okay, fine.
So,
Do you think? Left hand.
So it was a telehealth appointment. Not with Kaiser, because Kaiser, I tried to talk to Kaiser last year, and yeah, that's right. I wanted a shot to help me lose weight, and Kaiser said, no go, it's too expensive, and unless you have diabetes, we wouldn't prescribe that. We wouldn't prescribe the medication that it takes, which I think was Mounjaro at the time. And they also said, plus, Mounjaro is a lot more expensive than metformin. Even you have to have diabetes to get it at the time. And they said, even if you had diabetes, Kaiser most likely will not cover it because it's much more expensive than metformin, and they have great success with metformin. So they wouldn't prescribe it or pay for it, even if I did have diabetes, and I don't have diabetes. So now they've made it. Quit looking up at the ceiling.
What ceiling?
So
I was looking up at the GEMS articles that Larry has and EMS articles that he's written, that he's framed up on a fancy wooden plaque.
Yeah.
Up in his office.
His wife made those for him. He wasn't just being boastful and did them for himself.
Ooh, you sure?
Yes.
Okay, just
Because
checking.
Larry's not that guy. Anyway, so I had a telehealth appointment with another provider to ask if I could get. It's called terzepatide. It's like Mounjaro. It's now covered as a weight loss medication, and you can get it if they will admit it. They'll give it to you. So they're gonna give it to me, and I'm very excited. So let's see what happens. I know I'm seriously. I'm 49 years old, and when you've done all these different things, obviously I have an issue with food, and I understand that, and I own that, but to possibly be able to get some help to stop the food noise in my head really makes me excited that maybe this will work. But I'm still a little bit apprehensive, like, will it help me? I don't know. But join the journey.
Well, that was the same thing with keto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keto's
great.
I
lost weight on keto.
I know. I love keto.
Yeah.
The issue that I have is I love carbs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, the substitutes that you do for pastas and breads and everything else just isn't good enough
Well, carbs
for my noise in my head and it's not like I could eat pasta every day of my life.
Yeah.
I should be Italian, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pasta is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bread, not so much. I can go without bread.
Me too. I mean, I like homemade bread.
Oh, yeah.
Like out of the oven. Come on, who doesn't like that?
Like a good sourdough bread.
Anything like that, yeah, is really good. But if I had to pick between, you can either have a bread product or you can have a pasta product.
Frickin' pasta.
I take pasta
all day long.
Yep. All week. Yep.
Man, a good homemade mac and cheese. Oh,
get out of here.
Sold.
Carbs and fat. yes, please.
All of it. So, and that was my problem with keto. I mean, I didn't.
What's your major food group? Macaroni and cheese. Thank you.
And like I said, keto.
You feel us? You feel me? Skinny. Anyway,
can't gain a pound even if you tried.
Have another taquito.
But yeah, like keto is great. I did it for 2 years. I lost like 65 pounds. But the other problem with keto I had was that it worked too well. Like I looked sickly at my lowest weight. I went from like 250 down to 180.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oli
and
doesn't even weigh 180.
Well, and it was like I said, it was.
Sorry, Oli, you don't weigh 180.
Sorry, Oli. And that was over the course of a year and a half, and then I started putting carbs back into my diet to gain weight because, like I said, I looked sickly. There was people that would come up to me and be like,
"You feeling all right?
Do you have cancer?"
Oh. It's not what you were going for.
So I started putting carbs back into my diet, and then once you start putting carbs back into your diet, you crave some carbs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, keto's great. Love keto.
I really do like keto. There's lots of great things. There is stuff, I mean, when I would do it, Oli was doing it with me. I mean, Oli still eat carbs, but he was doing it with me. But he's like, some of the stuff I'd make, he's like, "There's no way that's okay to eat." And I'm like, "Yes, it is."
Yeah.
And it was good. It tasted good.
Mhm.
But you're right. Yeah, the cards. I swear they call your name.
Oh yeah, they do.
And then it's hard
man.
to get back off of them once you. So I'm hoping. I don't know. I've never tried anything like this. I've tried a bazillion diets, and I've tried all these different things. So I am really hoping at 49 years old that this will actually. People swear by it. They swear that it stops the food noise in your head, and also it's supposed to make you digest things in your stomach slower, so it takes longer for you to get hungry again. So I'm excited. I'm excited to try it. There's also, I mean, there can be side effects. Like I've heard people talk about. I think they call it Ozempic face, and I think that's from rapid weight loss, where you kind of get skeletal faced. And I'm a little concerned about that, just because, believe it or not, I mean, I'm bottom heavy. Right now, I'm heavy everywhere, but I'm bottom heavy, and I naturally want to lose weight in my face first. And so I'm a little concerned that I might get some Ozempic face going on. And I know people are concerned about, is this healthy and all these different things. Well, here's the deal, guys. This is how I feel about it. My weight, I'm being very transparent about this. My weight is unhealthy. My weight's unhealthy. I don't want to have a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have a heart attack. Both of those things could kill me. Or I could try and go on a drug that could help me drop the majority of that extra weight that there could be a side effect. I am, at 49 years old, I am willing to take the risk if it helps me drop this weight, because I obviously, if you have ever dealt with a weight issue ever before, you understand that it is not as easy as somebody who has been skinny their whole lives, like my husband, doesn't understand what it takes to try and take that weight off and maintain keeping it off. So I'm willing to try anything at this point. So it is affecting my ability to do things that I like to do in my life, and if there's some way that it can help me. So I'll keep you posted. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I might have really horrible diarrhea. And
that'll be fun.
Not really.
Oh, the old, anal linkage.
I might be running for the toity a few times, and and might have a few stomach cramps. But I am willing to take on that, if that's what it means to help me. Anyway, to be continued.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to look at the camera, but I'm not quite sure where the camera. It's up on top. I know, but do I look like I'm looking at the camera?
Yeah, sure. Perfect.
Anyway, trying to look at the camera. We're trying to get better at our little podcast skills.
Yeah,
we have work to do.
We have a lot of work to do.
But we just had a few sponsors. It would make it easier, because I believe that the super fancy camera we like to have is 2K. So $2,000, and anyway, we can make our podcast a little better if we had different equipment.
Yeah, and instead of just one microphone, everybody could have a microphone, little earphones like all the fancy podcasters. But
is this thing on?
It actually is. I tested it before we even started recording, so that's fun. Okay. So
what's up with everybody else?
Let's talk about the big elephant in the room.
Okay, well, then. Okay.
And you haven't even noticed yet. Huh.
What, you don't have a mustache?
Yeah, the mustachio's gone. Oh, yes.
Okay, everybody.
Old baby face over here.
I saw him on Saturday without it. I mean, he's not an ugly guy. You're a handsome fella.
Oh,
Willem.
But me blush.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But Willem is, or not Willem. Chief Will. No, Willem.
Willem, it's fine.
Willem is a firefighter, and he's supposed to have a mustache on his face. And if he's such a fire geek. You're such a fire geek. It's just part of who you are. So when you shave off the old mustachio, I can't wait for you to bring her back. And sorry, Tiffany, who is his wife.
Fair warning. December is no mustache December. Because
why?
So here's why. I love my wife to death.
I know you do.
I love my mustache too. So I have to compromise. Like, special holidays for her is when it comes off, because she hates it with a passion.
Wow.
So.
Have you seen my husband?
I have. He's the old mountain man, scruffer face.
Okay.
So, So special holidays for her, like Valentine's Day, it goes
She's
away.
coming off, yeah.
Yep,
Or
it
he's
goes
coming
away.
off, yeah.
And then from Valentine's Day to her birthday in August, it stays on. Nothing's. Oh,
So in August, when's her birthday in August?
the 20th.
Okay.
It's not the 12th like yours.
Wow. That's crazy.
I
I
know.
don't know what your birthday is. Carry on.
So we've got Valentine's Day, we've got her birthday, and then we've got the old anniversary, and then
Which just happened.
and then Christmas. And instead of growing it and having
And Christmas.
and having it look shabby all December, and then it come off again and at the end of
Okay,
December.
I get that. But how about this?
Oh, let's
If it's no mustache
December. Yeah,
then why don't you do no shave November?
I do.
I haven't seen you with a beard.
No, I can't
Why?
because I'm a firefighter.
Oh, that's right. That's all
Can't have any facial hair
Have you seen
that
my
interrupts. Yes,
right.
yes, I have. But he's not. He doesn't like to go interior, so he doesn't wear an SCBA mask all the time. So OSHA says that I can't have any facial hair that interrupts the seal of the mask.
And your mustachio won't.
Nope, that's why it's up here, and then it stops right here at the crease of my chin because that's where the chin cup of the mask sits.
Okay.
Just nothing there.
Have you seen the fancy mustachio that old UPS guy has?
Yes, remember we talked to him.
That is so
Oh
awesome.
man. See, that's going to be the next one I do. I'm going to get some mustache wax,
Oh yeah.
and then we're
So
going to
cool.
curl it out. And then
If we ever
I'm
go
gonna-
to the NFR, you're totally doing it.
Absolutely.
But it's December.
Oh, I will keep my mustache for that. Don't you? I will specifically grow it, and then I'll shave all the hair underneath, but
Yes.
and then let this part grow out so that I can curl it up.
Yes. Yeah.
That with my gray belly cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll look good.
Going to the NFR. NFR starts on Thursday. Do you even know what that is? What is it? What is it, Moocher? What's the NFR? Mooch doesn't know what the NFR is.
Yes, I do.
What is it? You can speak.
No.
It's okay.
No.
Well, for the rest of the world and Mooch, the NFR is the National Finals Rodeo, taking place in, is it Las Vegas? In Las Vegas, Nevada. It starts on Thursday. I'm so excited. Am I going? No. But I watch it. It's 10 days long, and I watch every night on the old, what is it? Well, I can't remember what channel it is.
Rodeo channel, probably.
No, there's a cowboy channel that they want you to pay $120 a year to have, and I'm not doing that. Or
YouTube-y?
No, it's what do you call that? It's that rural America. Anyway, it's a channel on the satellite, and you can watch it. So I'm so excited. So
On a
it's
different-
5:30
hang
our
on.
time
Hang on, do we get it here?
at night.
No. Do we have the channel here?
RFD-TV.
No, we don't.
How do you know?
Because we have nothing here. We don't even have ESPN here.
Okay, these
We're
two
gonna
babies-
fight.
these
We're gonna
two-
fight today.
Okay.
That's what
These
this is
two
all about.
babies, and when I say babies, I don't mean Moocher over here. I mean this one and the guy that occupies that office right there. And his name is Joe Kaczynski. He's the fire chief here. Great guy. Knows his fire stuff and all the stuff he's supposed to know. But let me tell you, they're both babies. And don't hide. Don't hide, Moocher. And these two little babies had to come in on a Saturday morning to do a flu shot clinic. And they're crying because they didn't have ESPN to watch while they were waiting for the people to show
We're
up.
trying to watch all of the college football
And
championships.
I simply said, when and during the week do you guys come in here and watch the TV? How's about
It would be a lot.
never?
It would be a lot more if we had frickin' channels on it.
Well, taxpayers, what would you rather have? Them working in their offices or sitting in there watching ESPN?
Would you like the volunteers to have a place to come so that they can
Oh,
come
well,
and
maybe. If a volunteer comes to me, several of them, and say, "Oh, Marianne,
I'll make that phone call.
we sure
I will
would
make
like
that
some
phone
ESPN
call.
because if we had ESPN here, we come in here and
They
watch
couldn't even cut. So let's say,
Okay.
hang on,
This
hang on,
is you
hang on.
and Joe.
hang on. Let's just say the Volunteers decided, they wanted to come in and watch Monday Night Football.
When did that ever happen?
What channel is Monday Night Football on?
Channel 8.
No, it's not. That's Sunday. Monday Night Football is on ESPN, which we do not have.
Okay. So, who is wanting to watch Monday Night Football?
I don't know. Maybe the Volunteers want to.
What if we get people that come and we get our bunks and they want to watch Monday Night Football?
Right?
Well, maybe they hate sports.
Oh, highly doubt it.
I mean,
Highly.
They're firefighters. They-
Highly doubt it.
You don't know.
Could you imagine?
You don't know.
Could you imagine
You don't
a
know.
firehouse that doesn't watch football?
Maybe
I can't.
Maybe they like to knit. Maybe they like to knit.
Maybe they like to knit and watch Monday Night Football at the same
Maybe
time.
they just like to knit and visit with
What
each
about the
other.
Pac-12 network?
Maybe they like to communicate.
Isn't that the reason that we got Dish? To have the Pac-12 network?
No, actually.
Do we have
Dish, actually, what really happened there was DirecTV made me upset. And I know that's hard for you to believe that someone upset me.
Shocking,
But they
yes.
made me upset for the I don't know how many time. Only because the way that our DirecTV was set up here was with a private person's name, not
Oh,
not
yeah.
a.
Yeah, that's
And so
right.
then they wouldn't let, and then they didn't want me to be able to change anything,
Right.
and they wanted a password. I'm like, you guys, the whole administration has changed, and the old administration doesn't even know what you're talking about. DirecTV, they don't even know what password you're talking about. So they made me mad. So I canceled the whole thing, and they said, well, you can't cancel it because you don't
You're
have a
under-
password. And I said, watch me not pay the bill. And that's how it happened. And then I went to what do we call that?
Dish.
Dish. So I went to Dish, and then, well, I think that was the first, well, Joe might contest this, but I think that was the first time I kind of pissed Joe off. Because they showed up, and I don't think he was completely aware that I changed. And is that your...
What do you got going on over there? We're having a conversation. You too busy for us?
Nope.
And are you recording us?
No. There's nothing going on my phone.
There was. We heard it.
We heard it.
I was scrolling out of my TikTok.
Oh.
I was watching before I got.
Tic Tacs.
wow.
Tic Tacs important.
Not really.
Anyway.
So anyway,
You
what
pissed
was
Joe
it?
off.
Oh yeah, I think I kind of pissed him off. And so he's a little irritated with me that day. But we've been with Dish ever since, and there's nothing wrong with it. We have to pay $100 and some odd a month for that.
Call them.
Wait a second.
Call
okay.
them and get a discount.
Oh, you think it's
Call
that easy?
Yes, call them and say, hey, we're going to switch to DirecTV. Why are we paying this much for this crap? I want free stuff. It usually works.
Well, I mean, I can look into seeing. The thing is, okay, here's the deal. I don't mind
I think you'd
getting
have
you a sports package of some type if you actually use it. But I am not buying. The taxpayers of this fire district are not buying a sports package for a bunch of people.
Here's the deal.
For a bunch of people.
Special guest. Mountain Manberg.
For a bunch of people who are not going to use it. Because every month I got to pay that bill.
I don't want
and it's
to
going to upset me because I'm going to be.
don't
I'm going to
want a
like,
special-
you guys, I'm canceling this.
Don't want a special sports package. Just need ESPN.
So,
Lunchtime
if
ESPN
they
specials.
don't give you one, what if they don't offer just the
They
one
don't.
channel?
They don't.
Oh,
it's part
so
of the package.
wait. What'd you just say?
It's
You
part
don't need a special.
It's
sports
not a
package?
sports package. It's
Did
not
he
a
just bark
sports.
my dog?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he won't.
It's not a sports package. It's a channel package. Completely different. Mountain Manberg. Oh, he's had to get snacks. He's had a hard day.
With our drooling dog.
Did he bring it? Did he bring the dog in?
I don't know. Probably so. You didn't?
I don't think so. I
Oh,
think-
maybe he thinks the dog's here. Well, newsflash, he's not. He's in
if
my
you think,
house right
I
now.
was gonna say, if he thinks the dog's here, I just heard the bay doors open. He's getting snackies.
Yeah, he's gotta get a snacky. Anyways.
So anyway, it's not a special sports package. It's
But
just a
kinda.
It's just a channel package because you get like TMC or TCM or whatever.
What do you care? You guys never are. These guys are not in there watching football. They're not in here watching TV.
Yet.
How often does that TV actually come on? The only time that
Coast to
TV
Coast?
comes on. once a year for Hood to Coast, that TV comes on. Or if you two schmoes, not you, the other one over there, you two schmoes gotta come in on a weekend and do something, and you're like, ooh, we need football.
Yeah.
And you're all, ooh, no football.
Hey, we turned it on for mine and Kelby's last days.
Yeah. It wasn't the satellite, it was just a movie.
True. But
Mountain Manberg's here.
Oh, man.
Special guest.
What in the world are you guys doing?
Podcast.
This is our podcast. Welcome. Oh, you can go ahead and eat. Go ahead and eat your food. We figured you were getting snackies.
Now, see, that is No Shave November that just came right into December.
Yeah. That's Baby's Face December.
So who listens to this podcast?
Us.
About 34 people. That's all we have so far. But we're working on it.
You
It's
want to
getting
give
better.
any shout outs?
Any shout outs?
Yeah, you can
Say-
you can post this on your Instagram.
Shout out. Hi, Valerie Whiteman.
Oh, Gingy's probably.
My mother.
Gingy's
Oh, hey,
probably,
Ginge.
Yeah.
Shout out to old Ginger Kaczynski.
She's probably watching. I bet if the old mountain man
Old Brian Berg.
Olaf Berg Hunter, I don't know if there's any numbers after his Instagram name. We'll give him a shout out. Ooh, that's what we can do. We can tag his Instagram name in the old description of the YouTube. He'll get all the followers.
Where's your dog? Ollie, where's your dog?
I don't know what you're doing.
I thought you had him.
No,
He's in my house.
no.
Slobbering everywhere.
I'm sure he is.
He ate his pills, but he is slobbering everywhere.
That's good.
I just left him in the house. I left him in the house because I figured you would get done early today and you would go home. There's no reason he had to come to work with me and slobber everywhere. Also, he's wet, so I'm sure he smells like a real peach if I brought him in here.
So this podcast. So like, when did this podcast get started?
Last week.
Last week. And
It's supposed to be a Monday morning thing, but somebody didn't show up to work yesterday.
I know
Can't get good help.
Yep. Well,
it's hard nowadays.
so instead of Monday morning this week, it's Tuesday morning podcast. So
Tuesday morning podcast.
With Tuesday morning podcast with Mooch.
So
Yeah.
what do you normally do? What's this podcast for?
it's to unwind after the weekend.
Yeah.
We have to give everybody the updates of our weekend adventures.
We try and get it out of Mooch, but we can't get much.
She doesn't
out
even
of her.
talk anymore. She just scrolls through her TikTok
She
on
just
the
eats her taquito and scrolls through TikTok.
while we're trying to do. She just wants to be the pretty face on the camera. Apparently,
She's pretty little skinny face. Look at her. Mooch, look up.
camera's up here somewhere.
So how long does said podcast go for?
Hour.
About an hour. I think last week we were at an hour and 15-ish. We'll probably be
By the way, he's not just my husband. He is a volunteer here. He's a volunteer firefighter here for the Miss Birkenfeld Protection District.
Devil's a
Sorry.
Sasquatch.
Double
Yes.
man.
Bigfoot.
I mean, look at him. He's 6 foot something,
again. If
and
you
he
look
looks like a Bigfoot.
if you look up Olaf Berg Hunter on the old
you'll
Instagram,
see the Sasquatch.
you'll see the Sasquatch sneak up on an elk.
That's real.
True story. Sorry, the coffee's a little cold this morning. I got here a little bit earlier than normal. So if you need some coffee, it's in there. It's just cold. You'll have to heat her up. I am kind of disappointed in fire department coffee.
Oh, why?
Just a little bit.
A sponsor?
Just a little bit.
What's wrong?
Great coffee. Wonderful coffee. I'm out.
Have you
Subs-
looked in the?
Subscription's not here. When is it supposed to come? I don't even pay attention to the day it comes. I get so excited
I
that
don't
it's here.
know. He's just ready for his coffee.
Oh yeah, isn't it the rum one?
It's sugar cookie rum.
Sugar cookie rum. He's very excited for
Mhm.
it. And maybe you shouldn't suck down so much coffee.
I can't help it. This is caffeine-fueled hatred.
Why hatred?
That's
Huh.
what
I feel
firefighters live off of.
Yeah.
Caffeine.
Caffeine
Yeah.
fueled
Hatred.
hatred?
Of
Yeah.
people, yes.
Oh, don't say that.
It's true, though.
No, you don't hate everybody.
I do.
You guys, this is the Miss Birkenfeld podcast. You don't hate everybody.
Fine, I don't hate hate is a strong word.
Yes.
But
very much dislike.
There's a lot of annoyance that people give me. Yes.
Oh. Who was that?
I don't know. Line one's ringing.
Moocher phone?
Mooch.
Go get him.
Hiya!
Nice having a mooch.
I'm not here.
It's probably somebody.
It probably is for
I've
me
got
though.
water in my basement.
Can I call him back? She's getting.
Oh, that's
She's-
nice for her.
She's getting better
She
at
asked
it.
for her phone number.
That's
That's
impressive.
amazing.
She asked for a phone number, didn't get a name, but
Moocher is it was she's fresh out of high school, Vernonia.
doesn't have very good social skills.
She's acquiring some social skills.
If she can't text it, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, and so we're helping her out.
Oh, you're.
You did great. You asked
But
for a
she's
phone
doing
number
better.
this time.
She's doing better.
Proud of
She
you.
asked for a phone. Look at her.
That's how
She's
you get
just
That-
having a little
Look,
meltdown right
look
now.
at the social anxiety that is happening right now.
Right now before your eyes. That's why Mooch. Look at her. She's just like this.
So closed off. If Kelby were here, she would psychoanalyze you.
Yes. Poor little Mooch. You know, we had a little fifth Wednesday last Wednesday, and I asked old Moocher over here to pick up 4 plates. Actually, I thought it was only 2 plates from people that were eating. I said, well, Mooch, just go over there and grab those plates because they were empty. You know, people were just visiting. You'd have thought the world was ending for old Moocher. She's like, it gives me anxiety. And I'm like, do it. And she did. She did it. And you know what? I was so proud of you because
And then you
did it.
continue to embarrass me more.
Well,
Yeah,
that's our
and I
job.
asked her when she's going to give her speech, and
You know-
which you didn't have to do. Someday.
Someday it will happen, though. No,
Anyway.
it'll be great. One of these days, I will make her teach one of the high school classes.
No, please no.
No,
It's
that's-
good.
that's how
Good for you.
That's how you get out. Is you gotta expand the people skills.
I don't have those in general.
Oh no, that's how you get them.
See,
I went to Vernonia and I was homeschooled for 3 years. I still
You're-
have that.
We're gonna
fine.
fix. We'll fix
You're
it.
fine.
yeah,
We'll
it'll be
fix it.
it'll be fine.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Hey, if you get thirsty, there's a whole thing of coffee right behind you, right there. It's Boxman's coffee.
Oh,
And since Boxman left us as staff, I say we get his coffee. It's
Oh,
good coffee.
if you get hungry, there's cans of tuna in here as well.
Also, we can eat a can of tuna. So that's nice. Thank you, Boxman.
What-
Also,
oh, there's
hey.
a whole box of Kind bars too.
Kind bar.
You want
also,
a Kind bar?
Not really into them. But also, today is Larry Boxman's birthday. Happy birthday, Larry!
It's also his anniversary.
And his anniversary. Happy anniversary, Larry and Gail.
He was
It's
a
two.
Gary. Smart man. He
Gary.
Yeah,
Team Gary.
Team Gary. Yep, he was a smart man. Married his wife on his birthday, so he would never forget.
That is true. That's really something. Now, Olaf, who remembers our anniversary? That's right. Oli always remembers.
I heard you don't even like holding your husband's hand.
Hey, there are times
I'm out.
I can't help just because we went to dinner and he wants to be all schmoopy, holdy handsy, and I'm not
He's
into
just trying to love you.
it.
That's, yeah, thank you, Will.
This is gonna. I think I'm gonna throw up. In a second.
See, maybe
I'm not touchy feely.
well, maybe Oli just needs a hand to hold
Why don't you hold
once
his
in
hand?
a while.
Hey,
No thanks.
Olaf, when you
I
come
don't do
in,
touchy either.
and when you come in, you can come right in there and hold Will's hand, and I won't be
Um.
offended. No, give him a big old bear hug.
I'm out.
Give him a nice big bear hug.
Stay dry, Oli.
It'll be fun.
I'll try.
Are you gonna go home?
You're doing your podcast, maybe.
Okay.
Huh?
He's out. He's
Hey,
out.
he gone.
Yeah, he's out.
Anywho,
Yeah.
yeah, you're not touchy feely,
No.
so I'm not either.
Mm-hmm. We have so many similarities,
It's
you and I.
creepy.
Yeah,
it really
yeah,
is.
Yeah, that's why we get along really well, actually. We get each other.
Yeah. Well, we don't do people.
No, not really. I mean, we have to when we have to,
Yep.
right?
We are in the public service job.
Yes, but see, that's what we're trying to convey to our friend Moocher over here.
Hey, I like yelling at people at Hood to Coast.
Well,
That's
there's
different.
that.
That's different.
There's that.
See,
But you have to have the other. You got to be able to turn it on when you got to be able to turn it on.
you know what really helped me? Working at Camp 18.
Well, if you're gonna be, working
Because
in a restaurant would make you turn
as
it
soon
on.
as you walk off the table floor,
Yeah.
bink,
Mm-hmm.
the a-hole button gets hit.
Yes, but while you're out there.
While you're out there, you're all smiley happy. Customer service.
Anything for you.
Oh, sure, I can get that.
See, I can't do that either because I have an RBF. Really bad.
Oh, I don't know. I think you could.
Yeah,
I think you could. It's a learned art, and it takes some people longer than others to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
So,
interesting though. But you can develop a button where you turn on the bubbly self, the bubbly, helpy self, but you're real who you are, which is for me, I'm Hermity. And you are a Hermity, and so are you.
Mhm.
Are you Hermity though? Really? No, you're more active than I am. Her and I are pretty Hermity.
I would prefer to be hermity if I had the choice.
But your wife is not Hermity.
Yes.
She's very social.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
she's very
not social. Not social
Very
in the
outgoing though.
not social in the sense of needs to interact with people,
Mm-hmm. She likes to go do stuff.
do stuff. We need to be out of the house. I would rather sit in the house.
So out of the house. So like every day on the weekend, does she have to go somewhere
Have
to
to.
go do something? Wow.
Have to.
I don't even know what that's like.
Hey,
I will say this: to each their own. To each their own.
he's
Whatever
scrolling
floats
back
your
on
boat.
TikTok.
No.
I heard that TikTok. And but for me, I would not like that.
I'm not a fan either, to
But-
tell you the truth, because the little 7 acres that I have, I could stay on that forever.
I could say I don't ever have to. As a matter of fact, sometimes I'm irritated on Fridays when I have to go to town. What's that?
They're bad.
No, garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I'm irritated when I have to go to town on Fridays because I don't want to have to go to town on Fridays
Right. Yes. Hate it.
because I just want to hang out
That's
on my phone.
that's where I get like mooch and my social anxiety goes through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody goes shopping on the weekends. Right.
And it's December.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
Everybody's out.
trying to go through Costco.
Oh my
No.
god, Costco's awful.
Oh.
Even when they open in the morning, if you try and be one of the first people, there's a line to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. There's no time that you could predict that's going to be slower at Costco. Not that I'm aware of.
No. At least not in December.
Oh, for sure.
Like if you go to the one in Astoria, Warrenton area,
Yeah.
they will actually open at 8:56.
Why?
Don't know. They open at 9, but they'll open the doors at 8:56,
Okay.
and you can walk in, and that's about the good time to go in.
Yeah.
Because you can get all of your stuff and get out.
Yeah.
Before everybody shows up. December, there is no good time to go to Costco ever.
They do it, or they open earlier for some of the elderly. So then they can go.
Oh, that's why I get in.
So you take your grandma.
No, my grandmother takes me.
Oh.
There you go.
I don't go.
Apparently,
That way.
Walmart's starting to do that too.
For the older folks,
Older folks and
I want to get a wig.
people with sensory issues, like people like me that get freaking anxiety
Well, that's why I
walking
don't
through
go
a
into
store.
Walmart anymore. I just order everything online and
Yo.
go pick it up.
That's great until they start substituting what I want.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
the-
still
like-
mad at Walmart for their last mistake.
I was
that
gonna
they
say
made.
like
I haven't been
like
back.
their old tortillas.
Tortillas.
I like the
Big
big
ones.
jumbo sized, and when they substitute the not jumbo, even if it's just like a size down,
What do you need a tortilla that big for?
quesadillas,
Burritos.
burritos, real
You can
big.
even make a quesadilla in the small ones.
Not with my quesadilla maker, I can't. It leaks cheese everywhere.
You know what I did though? There's this really good recipe, and you take you can have any flour tortilla you wanted, and you put it on a sheet pan. And what did I put under it? Did I put it
Did
under?
you do like a Mexican pizza?
No, I think I greased the bottom of the sheet pan, and then you lay your tortillas So they overlap, so they're kind of like the whole base of the sheet pan and the sides, but they half the tortilla is laying on the outside of the sheet pan. And then you take seasoned like ground beef, or you could do seasoned chicken if you wanted, and you lay that in there, and you could do anything you want. You could put jalapenos, anything that you'd want to put in a quesadilla.
And
you lay over the top of that,
and then you fold
cheese,
it in.
Oh, and then you fold it all in, and then you take another sheet pan, and you press it. You grease the top of that, or you spray your tortillas on top, and then you set that sheet pan down on top of it just for a little bit of weight, so the tortillas don't open back up, and you put it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
That is so good. It's crispy.
It's like
Where the
Crunch
sheet
Wrap.
pan, yeah, it is, because where the sheet pan was
like
sitting on
Crispito.
top, it's so good. It's better than what. No, it is better than what she just said.
Crunchwrap Supreme from
Mm.
Taco Bell.
Anyway, it's really good.
Yeah, see, and this is why we'll never be skinny.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try. I mean, I'd like to take off some of this, but I don't know. It's going back to that. I don't know what it's going to be like, because this other person I've been talking to that's been doing it, they're like, it's not. You just don't. The way you even look at food, they say, is completely different. It's completely different. I mean, you enjoy things, and there's nothing that you have to restrict.
Right.
But like your fullness level is like now. I mean, it's like right now you're full. Punk. So you have some of it, but then you don't need to keep like, this is so good, and you just keep eating it because it tastes so good.
That's what happens
see.
to me. That's why I take intermissions. Because if I eat too fast, then I get full. And I have
That's-
like eaten nothing.
Okay.
Mm.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mooch.
Yeah.
Thanks, old Moocher.
Thanks, Stick.
Thanks, Stick.
I was just.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're just fine. Love our
Uh,
little Mooch.
there
We
was
missed Princess number 2 yesterday.
What do you mean, Princess number 2? Oh,
my kid.
your kid. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you was. I was like, wait a minute. Aubrey's not back yet.
Oh, I'm gonna tell Aubrey she is number 2 now. Ha! Oh, she's gonna love that.
Aubrey's number 1.
No,
She's my number 1 little
sounds,
princess.
sounds like she's number 2 now.
She's so adorable.
Yeah, because Tiffany started working for Larry
Oh, did she actually go there and do something? When? Yesterday?
yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So
And?
she cleaned shit out of the stalls. I don't know.
Beep! She cleaned beep out of the
I
stove.
don't know.
Okay.
This is PG-13, so we get one F-bomb, and then the rest is fair game.
If it's PG-13, there's an F-bomb?
Yeah, one. You get one.
You get
Is
one.
that real?
Yeah, for
How
real.
do you know?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
How many?
Guardians of the
PG
Galaxy has an F-bomb
Oh
in it?
yeah,
And
number
the-
3.
Yeah, third movie.
Was that like big news?
Oh yeah, it was huge.
Wow.
Huge
So in the
thing.
theater and it goes off. Everybody's just like.
Everybody's like, "What? This is PG-13. What?
Yeah.
What?"
And they're like, we are allowed one,
Yep.
people.
Mm-hmm. And it's open the effing door.
Okay.
That's the line. Anyway, so
Oh,
yeah,
gosh. Okay. Oh, heavens.
I don't know. Tiffany said that she's really excited for it because
Really?
it's all the effects of having the animal and not having to pay for it.
Well, there is that. So Tiff likes the animals too.
She loved when we had pigs.
Yeah.
She loves having the pigs. She loves having the horses.
Yeah.
We aren't very fond of
Paying for it.
the expense that comes with
Yeah,
having
yeah,
pigs
yeah.
and horses.
Yeah. Okay.
So she enjoys it. Personally, I don't.
You don't enjoy any of it?
I don't. Not anymore. Nope.
I love it all.
No, don't enjoy it anymore. But I think that's more because I was kind of forced into it.
By your absolutely wonderful parents.
Not so much my parents. I started doing it because my sister started doing it. When we're talking 4-H now. Yes, 4-H. I started doing it because Renee started doing it. And it was a great learning lessons. It was 4-H is great. But you go through 12 years of your life having to do it. Yes, you get, and then
I don't know. I think you either got the bug or you don't got the bug.
Yeah, well, and
Because I'm still doing it. I'm 49 years old. And
If it
I
was
still
me-
got these animals.
if it was me, if I could have cattle
Mhm.
on open land where I didn't have to clean stalls, sold.
See, I clean stalls every day. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have an overabundance. I found that if I have too many animals that need all those stalls cleaned, and I'm trying to work a
Mhm.
full-time job, and I'm trying to help Oli run his business, and trying to live life, it becomes too much. I mean, I would always did it, but it was there has to be a factor of when do I don't like it anymore,
Mhm.
because now it's become just a chore,
Right.
just another thing you have to get done every day. Versus now, I only have 4 stalls to clean every day. It really doesn't take me that long because I know how to clean a stall fast, and I enjoy taking care of the animal. My horses are in right now. I cleaned stalls this morning as I always do, and I didn't put them out in this. It is 60 degrees today. Even with their turnout sheets on that have no fill, they were sweating under their blankets. So I pulled all their blankets, and they're just hanging out in their stalls today. I'll go home tonight and I'll clean stalls again. But I've been doing that for forever. It doesn't bother me one bit.
Yeah. Well. Personally.
Some people don't got it.
Personally, see, and when we were raising pigs, right? I don't have enough land to be able to support horses because just the mud that the horse produces, I just can't. There's just not enough land. If I had 20 acres, yeah, I would have a couple horses because then I could rotate them.
Well, like for us behind the barn, we have that great big long pasture, and what I have found is right directly behind the barn where they come in and they wait to come in at night, that gets not horribly muddy. I mean, that's not like it's up to their ankles muddy. Some horses I've seen almost up to their knees in mud. But it doesn't get that bad. But then and it's because they go out that way and they come in that way every day. But there's a whole entire pasture out there that is not muddy. It's green. There's green grass. You can see it all throughout the year, and they just go out there. That's where they prefer to be, and they just graze out there all day. And then when about 4:00 in the afternoon, they migrate because they know about 5:00 I'm going to bring them in, and they just come and they stand behind.
Well, and that spot that they come in is a low spot that all the water collects, and when they stomp her.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
But my little 4.5 acre pasture just isn't enough for a couple horses. So yeah,
A lot of work.
when we did pigs, when we raised pigs, it made me hate pigs.
Because it was muddy, or
No, it was just
because I didn't mind when we did our piggies.
raising pigs for slaughter versus breeding
Oh.
and raising pigs for
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
We did it because it was a cheaper option for the 4-H kids to get a show pig, a decent show pig. It made me loathe pigs. Oh, and I think it was just because of the pig that we had. She was really hard to breed. She did not take very often. And the only time that she did, I'll call you back, Greg. I'll call you back, Greg. Busy right now. The only time that she did take was when we had her near a boar. So AI didn't really work for her.
I wonder if it was the extender. Did they put an extender in the?
Extender.
They put this stuff called extender in. Sorry, everyone. Horse semen, and they mix it with extender. I think it extends, obviously.
Extends the life of
It makes more.
Okay.
So that they can ship it to different places. But some mares have an allergic reaction to extender. And so they say they don't take for IA because insemination, artificial insemination, AI, not IA. They don't take because they have an allergic reaction to the extender.
So,
But then if there's a stud on site and they can just inseminate with fresh semen that has no extender in it, the mare will take.
So what's funny is that we got her to take 3 times out of the 9 times I tried. 2 of those times didn't have a boar with her. the third time where I just got super frustrated because, I mean, we spent almost $1,000 on semen
Wow.
because it was showtime, and we ended up going in with my parents because they had another sow to buy a boar so that we could get them into heat, and then also having to use Pitocin to recycle her so that she would take. And it was just, I mean, the money that I
Breeding
spent,
can get very
the
expensive.
money that I spent into that animal and not having her produce. Sorry to all the people that are out there that don't understand farm animals and the process.
We live in the country.
Yeah, but no, it's a chore for sure.
Yeah.
And everybody out there, my wife would not let me eat her, so she is still alive somewhere.
The pig.
Not my wife.
Pig.
She's also still alive somewhere.
Tips. Healthy.
The pig was sold at an auction because she was a wonderful sow. I just did not have the patience or the time to do what needed to be done. She could, I don't know, she might be not with us anymore.
Somebody ate her.
Yeah,
She wasn't Tiffany.
No,
Tiffany ate her.
my wife would not let me put her in her freezer. That would have been delicious sausage.
Well.
Anyway.
Okay.
And done with AI talk. Farm
Done
animals.
with that. Artificial insemination.
Now, if we win the lottery and we have a 1,000,000-acre ranch, yes, we will have horses and cows and pigs on mine. Because we will raise our own food and not have to go to the supermarket.
That's the best way. I love that. We have our own beef in our freezer. We have raised our own pigs, and we did until we lost our freezer and all the pig meat that was in it. That really was a bummer. But we have all that, and we don't do chickens because Ole's not plucking no chicken. But we don't really. He's not a huge chicken fan anyway. But
That's what the ducks are for.
Anyway, it is. It tastes better. It tastes better. It tastes way better.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not all the grease in your hamburger when you fry it up, like the crap that you get in the store. It's just that everyone pays a fortune for.
Oh,
so it doesn't have fat in it.
Well,
but regular hamburger, the farm raised hamburger, isn't like that.
For our 5th Wednesday, you were looking at the price of roasts.
$50-some for a roast.
For like a 3-pound roast.
I said, get out of here. I went to my house and pulled 2 roasts out of the freezer, and we brought them down here and cooked them. I am not paying that. The fire district isn't paying that.
No, that's ridiculous.
It ain't happening.
No.
I'll donate it.
Yeah. No, I got plenty of beef in my freezer that I'm not going to the store and buying it.
And also, we know it doesn't have hormones in it, and we know that we know how it was raised.
I know exactly what it went into that animal.
Yeah, so it's probably better for everybody that they ate the stuff that we farm raised for 5th Wednesday, and it was cheaper.
Oh yeah,
and it was cheaper. So people got to pay $50-some for a roast from the grocery store, and it isn't even as good for you as the stuff that we can produce ourselves and provide to the people.
So we're hitting our hour mark.
Okay.
So we should probably start answering phones and get back to work because it's getting to be that time.
Okay.
Huh. I wonder who she's talking to. Must be somebody important because she's actually talking to him.
Maybe it's Mary Lou.
Probably is. Alrighty, well, that concludes episode 2.
I'm glad you got to see us today.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. We're going to try to get back on here next Monday.
As long as my dog doesn't have any more salmon poisoning.
Right, and as long as things go right.
Yeah.
We're going to have to reschedule the podcast for the 18th, though.
What happens that day?
That I will not be here the morning or afternoon of the 18th because work.
Because of work?
Yeah, because I got to be at CCOM in the morning at 8 o'clock, and then I've got to be in Vernonia at 12:30, and then I probably won't see you on the 18th. be honest. I'll be working, just not here.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then next week's gonna suck too. Oh, you'll love this.
Oh.
Guess who's?
Attention required.
Oh, nobody cares. Guess who's hosting the Fire Defense Board next Monday?
Or not.
High five. Very nice.
I'm not.
Coming here.
Why?
Because Vernonia can't host.
Why?
Well, Vernonia can't host at their station. They'll be hosting
Why?
at our station.
Why can't they host it?
I have no idea. Joe just said that. High five. We're doing it. Very nice.
Where?
We are.
Who's we?
Us. Us.
Woo! What do they think they're getting this time?
Bananas.
They want.
So here's what Chief and I decided, that if we cook breakfast, I'm putting myself into this boat, we send Vernonia a bill for it.
What are we gonna
Invoice.
make? Or would you want
I don't
to
know.
do just
You want to do pancakes?
pancakes,
I love pancakes.
and sausage?
Or breakfast burrito. Not today, Mooch. Settle down.
We do that.
Or do we
I
do-
could
or do we do the
we could
breakfast
two things. We
burritos?
could do pancakes. No, this is easy. We could do pancakes and
Mhm.
sausage.
Sure.
And because that's easy,
Yeah,
and
piece
and
cake.
we could do a
A
we could do a
parfait.
breakfast casserole.
Ooh, that would be good.
So people
Like a
can either
Mountain Man
have
casserole?
you could have shredded
Shredded
hash browns
cheese,
and
yeah,
eggs and
Cheese and
bacon
sausage.
and
Oh, yeah.
all that kind of good
I
stuff.
kind of like the casserole idea. That'd be pretty easy.
You just want to do that instead of
Yeah, let's do that.
because that way we can just pop it in the oven and then
Yeah,
it
just throw it
comes
in a
out.
big
So it's here.
dish.
Oh.
Oh, Mary Lou. Okay, we're gonna go now. Okay.
Okay, well,
Okay.
gosh darn,
I'm
glad you
gonna
got to see us.
I'm gonna go hide in my office and talk to people on the phone. So,
I'm gonna go get busy doing stuff.
okay, bye.
Okay, bye.